It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Niners and the Buccaneers, next on Madden Football.
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 10, and the 49ers first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. A first down throw for Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, San Francisco.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10. They'll put Ayuk in motion. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Purdy works out of the pistol. He'll get this one out to his fullback. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
You got to find a happy medium as a quarterback between knowing when to extend the play and just knowing when to go down. In this case, the defensive tackle gets there in a hurry. He puts an end to this play before it even gets started.
So on 4th down, the Aussie Mitch Wisnowski out to punt. Back deep for the Bucs, their speedster Trey Palmer. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
Finding space at the 40. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. On play action, Mayfield. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. Ricky Pearsall deep for the Niners. The Niners offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
On 2nd down, Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And that'll set up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
This returnable with Palmer. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. That pass complete to the veteran, Sterling Shepard. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down. Here comes Otten in motion. They go play action with Mayfield. Open man downfield, that's Godwin. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
He's going to keep it himself. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Second down and 3. They motion a receiver right. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
It's one thing if you don't get the ball in the end zone, but it's another to lose this many yards. And I think now for this offense and this play caller, they've got to reevaluate their approach down here in tight.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Mayfield. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Everybody on that sideline, when you find yourself in a goal-to-go situation, you're all thinking the same thing. You're getting 6. Well, next thing you know, you've given up 2 sacks on the previous 3 plays, and I think here on 4th down, I've lost all confidence in my protection, and I think you got to settle for the 3.
On 4th down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This a 31-yard attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs will take a 3-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
3rd and long. Here's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Deebo. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Bucs offense ready to get back to work. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Mayfield. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. 10 yards the pickup there, and that'll get him a new set of downs.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that 2nd foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Baker. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Baker to throw. He'll try to run for it. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a 1st down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. To throw is Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Mayfield. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. They send Godwin in motion. On 1st down is Mayfield. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Mayfield to throw. And he'll take it on in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bucs are out to a 10-0 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Purdy. This throw left side caught by Kittle. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Purdy again. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. This pressure is relentless. They get him again. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Here's Mitch Wisnowski now as he'll punch it away for the 4th time today. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. So we're at halftime here in Tampa, and the Buccaneers are in the lead as we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. The Bucs were treated to a fine first half by their quarterback. That's Baker Mayfield. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. Here comes Otten in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. The throw on the run is complete. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Sending a receiver right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That one complete. It's the tight end, Otten. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down. Receiver in motion, headed left. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Now, screen set up for Irving.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
A give. This is Irving. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Buccaneers move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Niners offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, 49ers.
So Kittle comes in motion. They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
Purdy now on second down. Open man is Jennings. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Third and short. Purdy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Great job here by the quarterback on third and short, knowing that if nothing's there downfield, he can pick this up with his legs. And not only is he able to pick up the first down, he gets a whole lot more than that.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Levante David doing his work on defense. Second and 7. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Now Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Second and 11. A tight end in motion now. On second down, Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
So the longer that play progressed, the more difficult it is to cover that crossing route. So what's the key? It starts with pass protection. Give the quarterback time to stay with his receiver and not be forced to check that ball down.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll throw again with Purdy. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Back to the air is Purdy. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Going to leave the offense out there. for 4th and long. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll run with Irving. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll send a tight end in motion. Right back to Irving, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, if you're going to run the ball in the middle of this defensive line, you better block the big man in the middle, Mike. What a great job, not only defeating his blocks, but being able to penetrate enough to take the ball carrier down for a loss. That is a great play by the big man inside.
Then he works his way past the 25 to the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. To return is Pearsall. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Niners offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Here's a 3rd down and 4. So Kittle comes in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. A gain there of 21. 1st down, 49ers.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
Purdy on 1st down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
And you love to see this. You find yourself here in the 4th quarter. Your team is trailing. You're trying to do anything possible to see if you can create some sort of late spark. He goes big-time effort on the layout catch, and he's able to pull it in and see if it could be a little bit of a spark here late in this ballgame.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. That's taken in by Jennings. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
These wide outside the number throws, this is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing again is Purdy. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play.
And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
The Bucs offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Irving. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up
2nd down and 8. They'll go again here with Irving. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. They put together a complete football game as they finish this one in shutout fashion. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.
New notification. Teaching commitments 60 minutes.